2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the national anthem getting everyone in this arena going. The postseason sparks about to fly. We'll be right back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Now the starting group for Orlando. They've got O'Neal. Pierce is out there with Hayes. Then it's Nash. And it's Guerin in at the 2. And for Utah, they've got Bird. Draymond Green is out there with Rodman. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's West in at the point. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Outside, Pierce. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Green.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Shaq kicks to Hayes. To the middle.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
Wade with it, guarded now by Nash. First quarter, just over a minute played. And that one's good, Guerin.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dwayne Wade on the wing, covered by Hayes. Wade gets the bucket.
That's all you can do. Dwayne Wade is too experienced and too comfortable shooting over defenders.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Nash. Back to Hayes. Clock at 4. Here the step back. Guerin, no good. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's deflected.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection.
And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. West outside. Pass to Bird. Over Pierce. Bird misses. Magic leading by 5. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few minutes to share with me. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, and we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
Thank you, David. So, Greg, shooting, their #1 concern coming into tonight.
It's more important that you take good shots if you want to have a chance to make them.
And I think that requires making plays for one another. Move the ball, and shooting opportunities will present themselves.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Magic. Free comes in for Steve Nash. There's the pass to Chenier. Here's Lanier. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
You simply must put a body on this guy. You know he's going to try to get to that glass.
Pass to Hayes. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's denied. Out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And it's a different kind of defense teams play in the postseason. More in your face, physical, high energy plays like that one.
Just 2 to shoot. Basket good. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Chenier. Drills the elbow jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And that does it for the first quarter. Magic out in front. They lead by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Jazz. Paul George is out there with Walton. And it's Lanier in at the 5 down low.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Passes it to Butler. A floater. He lays it in. Guerin's got the lead up to 10 now for the Magic.
If you make a mistake against Jimmy Butler, this guy will find a way to make you pay. Pretty pass.
Pass to Chenier. It's blocked by Shaq. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Butler with the ball. That one no good. Excellent D there from George. Here's Murphy. That's tipped, but they recover it. Butler with the steal. And here we go. It's Butler. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
So Utah ends up going with the new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Tumbo is checked in for Shaq. Randolph comes in for Hayes. Pierce is checked in for Butler. Nash is subbed in for Free. Down low, and they get it, and it's Green with the jam.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Magic leading by 11. Nash dishes to Mutombo. West with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
Orlando's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Oddman against Nash. They get it back. Randolph. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, this guy won't quit. Simply put, Zach Randolph is always up to the challenge on the offensive glass.
Last passes to Bird. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots. Orlando grabs the miss. Guerin's got his 5th rebound in this one. The kick out to Pierce. It's stolen by Green. The shot by Wade, wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando.
presentation of the NBA.
Up next, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game. Now the starting group for Orlando. You've got Hayes, also Pierce out there. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Nash, and it's Guerin in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Jazz, D-Wade out there with West, and it's Bird, and it's Green, and it's Rodman in at the 4 slot. To Orlando. Nash with it. Hayes the pass to Nash. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Nash against West. Pass to Bird. Rebound by the Magic.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Guerin, no good. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Green kicks it to West. Pass to Wade. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he sinks the second. Here are the Magic now. Inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, Nash is an excellent distributor, a phenomenal floor general, great at recognizing when his guys are open.
Passes to Wade. Rodman trying to break free. And the basket by Wade.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Pierce. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here's Bird from the arc. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
You know, it's interesting the way Bird shoots the basketball. Angles his body instead of squaring up most times, but the results are remarkable and unquestionably good. What a terrific feed by Nash.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. West outside, and there's the pass to Bird. Pass to Wade. Over Nash. No good from Wade.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. So Utah ends up going with the new group. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Tumbo, he's checked in for O'Neal. Randolph comes in for Hayes. Butler, he's checked in for Pierce. And Freeze subbed in for Nash. Now, here is Murphy.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Butler. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A well put together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Now here is Murphy. Outside, George fires the three. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's Butler missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Walton against Randolph. Left side, George. Three-pointer. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Moves back up. Mutombo. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Finley. That one drops for him.
There's just so much Murphy can do with the ball in his hands. He can score himself when he has to, but finding an open teammate like that is always his first priority.
Seven seconds left to play in the first. Kicks it to Butler with 1 on the clock, and the layup is good. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I tell you what, he's not going to give in to the defense. Butler really is ferocious. Great job finishing off these tough shots.
Tie game in Utah, and the second quarter will be on the way. We're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Walton is out there with Paul George. Then there's Finley, and it's Lanier in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Free. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's George. Here's Finley. Pass to Murphy. Mutombo is some nice D. Here's the break. Here's Garrett. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Guerin's got the lead up to 2 now for Orlando. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Finley the pass to George. And that one drops.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
It's stolen by Rodman. And the Jazz pushing it up now. West leading the charge. And oh, the block shot grabs it out of the air. To the inside. The kick out to Pierce. Gets to the corner and buries it. Pierce has got his second basket. Jazz have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Wade against Butler. Bird outside to the paint. Here's Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And it's that bulldog mentality that Green possesses, just going at defenders and daring them to foul him.
Both free throws good from Green. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Nash the pass to O'Neal. Now here's Hayes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's West. Plays it in off the breakaway.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Hayes dishes to Nash. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Butler attacking. Great D that time from Bird. Utah leading. 1:29 left in the first half of the game.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
The Jazz have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Bird hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Now here's Hayes. Passes it to Nash. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nash has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You know, the stroke of Nash, so pure. He's got a nice high arching shot, a deadly three-point shooter too.
On the wing, Bird. Here's covering. Here's West. Green breaking loose. No good from West. Orlando trailing here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Hayes throws it down.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Green. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bird's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, you know, when he's not beating you from the three or attacking the basket, Bird, very reliable from the mid-range.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Butler, and he banks in the layup. He has 6. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
West outside. Wade outside. Misses the 3. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic out in front, leading by just 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And a heightened atmosphere, well, for Orlando. They've hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1, and it's just about time.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Without question, Larry Bird displaying his skills today.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
We've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Orlando, we've got Shaquille O'Neal. He's out there with Pierce. Then it's Nash, and it's Guerin in at the 2 spot. The Jazz shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Now Nash. Dishes it to O'Neal. He's with it. Nash outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Nash has got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And now Orlando on the break. And Hayes throws it down.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
There's the feed to Green. And it's Wade in the corner. West outside. The three. Drills it from outside. West has got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
And this is where the nickname comes from, Mr. Outside. West can kill you from distance.
Here's Nash. Utah with the rebound. With the teardrop, and it's Wade getting it to go. He's got 5.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Garrett. Green with the block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
And here is Rodman. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Wade gets the bucket.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So both teams changing it up here. Orlando with the ball, trailing by 5. Bounce pass, Butler. Here's Guerin. He's guarded by Finley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Get Michael Finley. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night, and the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Murphy passes to George. Walt. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Butler. The pass to Free. There's the dish to Mutombo. Free passes to Guerin. 6 on the shot clock. Mutombo inside from past the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Guerin's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Free against Murphy. And it's in there.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Jazz lead by 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. They've got Paul George, also Walton out there, and it's Murphy in a shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Here's Butler. George with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character factor for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the basket by Murphy.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Here's Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Dennis Rodman picks one up.
And Hayes is simply a double-double machine. An impressive big man who dominates on both ends of the floor.
And the first one at the line is good. West is checked in for Utah. Both good from the line that time. And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. The lead is 2. Passed away. Ring shot on the way. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
Pass to Free. And here's Hayes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Utah.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Wade outside. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And bringing that postseason intensity, so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
Now off the inbound, and Wade slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Offensive. Oh, what a finish!
Like whenever this big man gets fancy with it, O'Neal is a ridiculous dunker when he's this close to the rim.
The free throw off from O'Neal. Jazz have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. That bucket in no time at all. Wade's got 11 points here in just the second half. The Magic trail by 4. He lobs it up, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
Utah has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. As passes to Bird. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West.
Yeah, you know what is funny? With Bird, the more the game tightens up, the more he relaxes and gets loose. And those competitive juices take over.
It's stolen by Green. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Bird, and Utah again with the bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the 4th. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Larry Bird.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
O'Neal inside. He's against Green. Second chance effort. O'Neal misses. Utah leading by 6. Here's Wade. Finished off the break. Wade's got 8 here in the quarter.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Feeds it to O'Neal. They double him with West. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. For Utah, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Wade surveying the D. Here's Bird. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Shaq against Bird. Count that one.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just spins off the D with ease.
And they go to the intentional foul. .30 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
To the inside, O'Neal. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
So it's the Jazz now, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Dandridge. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Chenier. And so it's Utah with the win. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.